All right, guys, this is part 3 for the Aweber setup. We're going to import a message series into your new Aweber account. Let me go ahead and show you the series that we're going to be pulling in here. These are the messages that are for official team use. We've got 15 messages as of this recording. This series does grow and get added to. But this, out of the gate, gives you about a month worth of personalized follow-up for you to use. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to go to grab the copy code here. So this is the copy code. I'm going to pull this into the new list that we just set up. Okay, so and you can grab the copy code from our team training site for your use. So let's go to that default list that I have not done anything with yet. And you're going to see a screen like this. So when you're logged into your Aweber account and you have your list selected, go over here and click on Messages, Follow-Up Series, like I've got here. Up will come this page. You have no follow-up in here yet. You want to click on Campaign Sharing down here. This is going to give you a chance to load a campaign. So you want to take that copy code, make sure there are no extra spaces, no extra characters at all, and copy that in here and hit load. I'm on a slow country internet connection here, so this is going to take a minute. If you're also on a slower connection, just make sure you give this a minute. It's going to think and think and think and eventually load. You'll see it on my screen here as it starts up. So nothing's wrong, don't touch anything, just let it load. While we're letting it load, let me tell you a little bit about Aweber. I've been around internet marketing now for a little over a year. I've done some research on autoresponders and the best, simplest, most effective means and methods for creating and building a list and having high email deliverability, all the different factors that really make this click. And Aweber, by far, is the industry leader and really, really simple to set up and use. So here we go. It's all set up. You can see now your account will have all these messages pulled in, those 15 that you just saw. Okay. I want to show you now how to personalize these messages. This is a big deal. It's simple to do. You just click on the subject line of that first message. This is going to take you 10 to 20 minutes. Well worth it, though, and this will get you familiar with how Aweber works on the inside, okay? It's not very techy. Trust me, I'm not a tech-savvy person, and I was able to figure this out no problem. Okay? So the content is all set up for you. All you have to do is come in here, put your cursor in here somewhere, and you can start manipulating the information here. But anywhere you see a link, you want to double-click. So watch what happens here. See this link comes up? It's got my username at the end of it. See that KJH? I'm going to backspace that. Okay. Let me zoom in here. Let me pause and zoom in. All right, I've resized here, so hopefully this is easier for you to see. So you come and double-click on any of these links. This had my username at the end, KJH. So whatever your username is, backspace mine, get rid of the KJH, and put your ID in there. Let's say your ID is Bob. Okay? Go ahead and put that in there and just click out. And that is now a functioning link that tags people to your affiliate ID, your affiliate account with Dropship Domination. Okay? So that's how easy that is. Just change it, click out, and you're good to go. So let's scroll down. I'm going to show you this a few more times. I want to make sure this is crystal clear because it's such a big deal. If you miss any of these links, your sales, your prospects that are interested in joining you will join me. And I don't want that. I want you to be, the team wants you to be successful here. Okay, so backspace the KJH, put in whatever your username is, and just click out. Okay, just like that. All right, now down here, it gets a little tricky. So once you've done this once or twice, you'll know, but make sure you catch this one, change the ID at the end of there. Now this one that's all typed out can be a little tricky depending on the browser that you're using. So I'm going to show you how to do this. What I would do is double-click, go ahead and change it. Bob, okay, whatever your username is. Now, the link is actually working correctly. It looks like it's tagged to me, and if I were you, I would not leave it that way. come up here and just backspace this, change it to your username. See how it looks funny? I'm going to show you how to fix that real quick. Just click and drag, copy this whole thing, Control C, and then I'm going to get rid of it. Okay, so I just hit backspace, Control V. Oh, sorry, I knew better than that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull up a new browser window, paste that address in here. Okay, so the page is going to come up. Yeah, I guess Bob is an invalid affiliate ID. And then I'm going to recopy it. So if you're looking here, I pasted it, and now I'm going to recopy it. So it's going to fix that link for me. Okay, let's get out of there. Shift the screen here for you. Okay, so now I've got the link copied correctly. I'm going to hit Control V. It does that scrolling thing, I don't know why. And here we go. We've got the correct link all linked up. Okay. There's another way to do that. I could have, this is probably a faster way actually. So let's say that that's all you did. You just typed in your user ID. You can just highlight and link it again and add whatever, whatever your ID is. And well, maybe it doesn't fix it that way. Okay, so do it the way I first showed you how. What a mess. All right. You don't have to be technically amazing to make a lot of money here. All right, so obviously you want to change your name here. Fix that up, backspace that, put your info in there. Here's another one of these typed out links, so make sure you get that cleaned up. If you use Facebook in your business, first of all, if you don't, you should be. It's free, and it's an amazing place to build trust and relationships really fast. You could have somebody hit your video, hit your capture page, come in, look at this, and bounce out real quick. But if they add you on Facebook and they start looking at your family and looking at you and look at what you're up to, they quickly realize you're a regular person like they are. And that's huge for building trust. So I highly recommend leaving this here and encouraging people to connect with you on Facebook. If, for whatever reason, this doesn't apply to you, just delete it. Okay. Then you're going to need to come down here, hit save. I am not going to, actually you're going to want to hit next. I am not going to hit save or next because I don't want to mess up the content here like I did. So I'm just going to back out of this. Let me zoom out here. Okay, so when you get done tweaking, you're going to go down here and hit next. There's going to be another screen and you basically hit next or save and you're done. Okay, you don't need to change any settings or anything. For purposes of this demo, I'm going to go into another message and show you a couple other little tricks here. So you want to do this for every single message. After you've done it 2 or 3 times, it gets fast and easy. But definitely make sure you come in here and do this. I'm going to show you this one because it has a couple things I want to make sure you notice. First of all, the obvious. Put your name there. I wouldn't usually use your first and last name. That's just me. I think it's more personal if you just use your first name. Okay, so change that. And here's another Facebook message. So if you're not using Facebook, you can just delete this message. Highly recommend that you do use Facebook though. So, okay, this is an easy one. You just come in here and change your Facebook link. Okay, no big deal. Put your name here. Now this is where this is tricky. You need to make sure watch this closely. See how this line, this sentence is linked on every line? You need to actually go and change the link on every line. Okay, so KJH, get rid of that. Put whatever your idea is. Click on the second line, fix it also. Click on the third line, and fix that also. Okay, so a double click on each line is required, and fixing the link on each line is required. You also, depending on the time of this recording, depending on when you look at this, holiday fun may not fit. So I really recommend you actually read the content. Don't just run through and change links. Read the content. If you see something and it's July or June or whatever, fix this and make this appropriate, okay, before you come down here and hit next. Here's that screen you see, by the way. and then you just hit save and exit. Everything's set up the way it needs to be on this page. You don't need to change any of that. All right, so that's how you do this. As long as you go through and you read the content, you'll see where it's appropriate to put your name instead of mine and stuff like that. Okay. I want to show you one other message here. Closing. I set this content up so that you could use it. You could use my story as you're getting started here. So look at how this message is set up. I just got this email from my friend Kristian. Yes, we're friends. I thought I'd forward it to you right away because we can use this to make money. So this is a message from you to whoever is on your list, your email list, right? Okay, that's the context. So it's you forwarding them an email that I sent you. Okay, that's what this looks like. That's the effect this has. You put your name down. Get rid of all the asterisks. You put your name right here. Okay, so it's going to look like that. Okay, whatever your name is. Okay, and then if you look at the content of the message, it's me telling a little bit of my wife and I's story and how we made over $100,000 doing arbitrage on Amazon mostly. This is cool because it's very real. First of all, it is a true story, but it's a real looking story. It's good marketing. It's a story people like to read and they're interested in. So again, you want to make sure you come in here and change the links. I don't want your people. I want you to succeed here. The pictures aren't linked to anything, so you can just leave those as is. Come down here, change the link. Come down here, change the link. Change your name. Change your tagline if you have one. If you don't have one, you can feel free to make one up. And you can leave. Actually, you know what? I take that back. You can leave my wife and I's name. You can leave the tagline. You can leave our family picture. And I would recommend that you do that because what you're doing is you're forwarding an email. Okay? So the whole purpose of this message is to let you forward this message that I sent you. So it won't be odd that I signed the message at the bottom. That's fitting, actually, in this context. As long as the links all point at you, you're good to go with this message. Okay? So I hope that takes care of... that should take care of getting you all dialed in. Just make sure you take 20, 30 minutes, whatever it takes to go in there and fix up your messages, and you are good to go. I'm excited for you. As people start to put in their name and email or just their email into your capture pages, they're going to start going through this email series for the next 30 days. And you're going to see a nice number of those people decide to take action because of the marketing that's already arranged for you here. These messages are spaced out over about the next month, okay? So we look forward to seeing you succeed here. Look forward to seeing you share your successes in our Facebook group, and we'll see you around online.